going on, Nos?
Your microphone is on.
Friends Podcast,
Oh, wait,
what's
I
up?
gotta sign in. I gotta sign in on my Google account here. Oh, wait, it just signed into something. Okay, it automatically signed into me on Sophia's computer. Nice. Because I use this for all the podcasts.
Nice. About 10 minutes late. Sorry about that, guys.
We ready?
Yeah.
You ready to go?
Yep.
Make sure we're switching the cameras back and forth here. Here we go. So, welcome back. Why does this sound really low for me? There we go. Okay. Welcome back to the France Podcast. Episode number 48, I believe, Chase?
Yeah, it might be.
Episode number 48. If you're new here, make sure to follow us on TikTok and Instagram, both at France Podcast, and subscribe down below. And like the video. Go check out our other videos. We just hit 1,000 views on one of our videos.
It's a big milestone.
That's a big accomplishment. So thank you,
Congratulations,
everyone.
guys. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it. We got a couple things to talk about today. Obviously, we have Kyle on.
Hey, guys.
His first video podcast. He's been on either one or two regular podcasts that were just exclusive to Anchor. Anchor.
Audio
Ready?
podcast.
Okay. So we're ready to go. So welcome back. Make sure to follow us on TikTok and Instagram, both at France Podcast. Like and subscribe on YouTube. And
Make sure to favorite and download our podcast on Anchor, Breaker, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Spotify, and Google Podcasts.
all right, so we're back on Anchor. As we're going live here, I realized that I mentioned Anchor, and I started recording on Anchor. So just pat myself on the back there. We got a couple things to talk about. Mostly, as you can tell by the title of this podcast, Shang-Chi is really good.
Very good. Very good.
We've had a couple different discrepancies, I guess you could say the word is, on this movie. We've watched some other reviews, and I think that I stand by my review after watching reviews, hearing other people's opinions about it, adding in my own, formulating
Hold on, Jake. I gotta interrupt you for a second.
Put it up to the mic. Put it up to the mic.
Before we start the podcast, gotta do one thing.
Late night episode number 3 or 4, I don't remember. That was nice.
Solid.
All right, Kyle is holding his microphone because I left a piece that could hook up to the tripod at my house. So now Kyle has to hold his mic. So sorry about that, Kyle, but sometimes it's the way it goes.
Ooh, actually, I've never had flavor before. It's good flavor.
Pina colada is pretty good. All right, so
All right, my bad, Jake. Sorry.
Shang-Chi review. Here we go. Got it. All right. And are you ready? Cue the intro. Sorry about that. Screwed up. Didn't give
Sorry.
Chase enough time.
My bad.
All right.
There's
Chase,
a lot of
I'm going to give you
pressure,
time to
man.
get ready. I'm going to give you time to get ready. Tell us when. We're not professionals here.
Sorry,
I
guys.
hit them up with the sound, though.
Just
But
kidding. We're professionals. We had 1,000 views. We're professionals now.
I would consider that professional.
We're professionals.
It was bang, bang, bang. All right.
Are we ready?
You ready?
All right.
Bang.
After technical difficulties, let's cue the intro.
It's black and white. Yeah. Black and white.
It's not very easy. By the way,
it's
I-
also really late.
it's also very late.
It's late.
Chase had a long day.
and I haven't got any bang. They did not share any bang with me.
What do you mean?
What do
We
you
split a
mean?
cotton candy bang today.
Hey, just pop dry scoop some G Fuel.
Exactly. Dry scoop some G Fuel. Let's go.
God.
Come on. Late night podcast. Call
Late
for
night- late
call
night potty.
for
Did my son really think I got that bang for him?
Yeah.
this one. He was drinking it.
This sounds like clown, bro.
All right, here you go. Pour it in.
Hey, you want some bang?
This man said, "Oh, he's got me a red cup for water."
Bro, you asked me what kind of flavor bang I want.
Kyle just woke up from a nap.
Yeah,
Bro.
Kyle's a little sleepyhead right now.
Look at him. He's wearing a blanket.
Sorry,
his,
guys.
in his
my bad.
video podcast debut, he's wearing a blanket around
Guys,
his
that's my
around his
bad.
shoulders.
That's my bad. So I'm assuming nobody wants to bang.
You're good, bro.
We haven't had a guest in a while though, so we like it.
I'll just pour myself some water. You're lucky this is getting posted on your story, my G. Oh my.
All right,
That bang. That
All right,
bang.
let's get down to business.
let's get down to the main part of the podcast. Unlike the last podcast where we last podcast was named after the Jake Paul fight, and we didn't talk about the Jake Paul fight until like an hour in.
Well, we pulled
Like,
the
we were
phase
just
rug.
we were so we pulled the phase rug. By the way, we tried the G Fuels, the canned G Fuels. We tried the PewDiePie flavor and the phase rug flavor. Phase chug rug, phase sour chug rug,
Sour chug rug.
sour chug rug. So it was actually pretty good. I think I gave it an 8-1, and I gave the PewDiePie one a 9-1.
The PewDiePie
Very good, like
was
cherry. The cherry just
very good.
this cherry just punches you right in the face. It's really good. I highly recommend both of them.
If you see the PewDiePie flavor in CVS, it's a must cop. It's a must cop. It's an amazing. It's
I
amazing.
think you're looking in the
G-Fuel
wrong
flavor.
camera there. It's okay though. But anyways, yeah, it's a must cop without a doubt. PewDiePie flavor, must cop. Probably at like Sheets. Where'd you get yours?
I got one at CVS.
CVS. Go get them at CVS. By the way, we're not sponsored by G Fuel.
I know that they do sell like bigger bulks of them at Sam's Club, but I haven't gone to Sam's Club in a little bit, so I can't tell you.
By the way, I'm an idiot. I just like found out that like you need to be a member at Sam's Club to shop there like a few months ago.
What? Have you been to Sam's Club before?
Yeah, I've been at Sam's Club. I just didn't know like you had to be like a member
That's why they like
to
check.
shop there.
You know, they check your card when you walk in.
Yeah, bro.
Oh my god, can we talk about Shang-Chi and stuff? Phase Rug?
Yeah,
Gang,
sorry,
everybody?
dude. When you distracted me with the phase rug thing, and I was like, G Fuel
Yeah.
phase chug rug on his chug phase rug drink.
I guess
bro, sour.
since we're not talking about like fights, we can't like do undercards. You know what I mean? Like have the actual topic.
Oh
be,
yeah,
like, the
yeah,
main-
yeah. That was another running joke we had. But Shang-Chi. So first of all, after watching the movie, these two come out of the theater saying how it was amazing, and that's a top 5 MCU movie.
I stand to my statement.
So
Yeah.
they come out of there
So do
saying
I.
that. And I'm like, seems a little crazy to just put this in the top 5, right? So I'm like, I normally don't. Yes, that was a very good fight scene, Landon. That is very true. But I normally don't formulate formulate my complete and final thought on a subject without hearing things from other people and other sources and learning more, so I can get a different perspective and a different view on things. So I went and I said, I'm not gonna do a final review, final rating on this until I watch the Cosmonaut Variety Hour video. I highly recommend his videos. He gives like rankings on like Star Wars, Marvel, anime stuff. Kyle, you like anime?
I don't like
Yeah,
anime.
let's not clown. Let's
I
not
don't-
clown.
Come on.
But
Come on. Don't do me like that.
but
I've watched one series. You don't have to do me like
So before we actually did we get into the movie? Because Jake was really just saying how he likes to get other people's opinions and not have his own until he hears.
no,
others.
I still have my own
Not have his
opinion.
own opinion.
That's not
So
what I.
this
That's
guy-
not what I said at all.
I
I'm
know,
saying
I'm just
I
joking,
have my
actually.
own opinion. I have my opinion so far, but it's not completed.
Okay, so let me ask you
I
a
know
question.
you just
what
like
was your
to
opinion?
It's an
you just
initial
like to
thought. It's
have
an initial thought.
Absolute like
Okay,
confirmed.
what
Yes,
was your
it's
initial
an
thought
initial
coming
thought.
out of the theater?
My initial thought was it was a really good action movie. I enjoyed it a lot, but I didn't think I wasn't at first sure if I wanted to put it in my top 10.
What a guy, man.
I wasn't sure if I wanted to put it in my top 10 at first.
That's why.
Definitely not top 5.
10.
So I wasn't sure first. I was like, I said it's a possibility just because.
Give me a solid and look at that camera in 3, 2, 1.
That one.
That one.
All right, ready?
Oh man, you almost spilled it.
Okay, enough of that. Enough of that. All right.
Bro said you didn't know it was a top 5 movie.
Yo, John, what's good?
I came out of that theater so fast, thinking I was so hype.
Bro.
I wanted to go home and like immediately just like start hitting a punching bag or something.
Okay.
You want to sign up for? you want to sign up for karate?
No, like I mean, bro, if they can get me like that good at fighting, like sign me up.
I would just
Sign
like
me
to
up.
say I actually missed the first 20 minutes of the movie, and it seems like this is a reoccurring thing that I cannot get to a movie on time. Like,
Oh my God! First, let me tell.
All right,
you're gonna tell the
Dean
story,
Stadium Diner.
but you were there.
Let me tell you what happened.
How are you gonna wait? Are you gonna tell the part where we're at the movie, or you want to tell the part where you weren't there, but you're still gonna tell the
What are you
part?
talking about? I wasn't there.
Were you there? Well, I didn't know if you were gonna talk about the diner part.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Talk about.
But
You weren't there.
Well, but let me tell from my
All right,
perspective.
no,
Oh,
let's
okay.
hear it.
Hear from his perspective, then yours and mine. And
Alright,
Tell
let's
it from your perspective,
All right,
obviously,
let's
'cause
hear
I'm
it,
not you.
All right,
Alright.
let's hear it.
So, I'm driving over there. It's about the movie starts at 7:30. It's about 7:10.
'Kay.
And they go, yeah, we're just picking up food from Dietz right now, and then we'll be over. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, maybe it's kind of a little bit close. It's 7:10. So I didn't know where they were. Like, I didn't know if like they're on their way or anything. I get to the movie theater at like 7:25.
Okay.
They're not there, and I'm like, So I call Chase. I'm like, Chase, where are you guys at? He's like, we're at Dietz Diner. I'm like, by the way, Dietz Diner is on the total opposite side of town. A 15-minute drive, by the way. Movie
Was
starts
not
at
15
7.
minutes.
10 to 15-minute drive.
I would say a 10-minute drive.
10-minute drive. It's 7:28, and they're like, we're just getting our food now. I'm like, what? So they called in to order food so that it would be ready by the time the movie starts. So immediately I'm thinking, like, what's going on? Like, why would they do that? Like, wouldn't they like maybe like think to like order it and have it be ready at like 7? No, we're gonna have it order and have it be ready at 7:30. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, well, now they're gonna miss part of the movie. I might miss part of the movie. So I go in, I get all their tickets. I didn't buy them. Well, technically I bought mine, but I go in, get all their tickets, and Chase like, oh, we'll just call you when we're here. So I go in, I go to the bathroom. No, I go into there, come out, go to the bathroom, come back in. The movie's already started. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, dang, I missed like maybe like a couple seconds of the movie. So I'm sitting there. Professional things going on here. So I'm sitting there, waiting. I'm like, okay, waiting for the call. I'm just sitting there watching the movie. You know, they're back in the ancient times. We've been throwing stuff, 10 rings, all that stuff. So I'm sitting there. Why is it so zoomed in on me? But
This guy.
So I'm sitting there, and then I finally get a call from Chase. So I go out there, miss part of the movie, then I come back in, and Chase misses so much of the movie, bro. Chase
Yeah,
missed
you-
so
you-
much of
you
the movie.
missed-
He missed probably maybe the best action fight there,
Which one? The bus
like the
scene?
best like long action combat, like extremely well choreographed part of the movie. We're like, whoa.
Yeah, the bus scene was probably the most like the best choreographed.
He didn't know that he jumped
fight.
from bus to bus until today.
That was kind of fire.
He didn't even know that until today.
That was fire.
Dude, I had no idea what the whole purpose of the mask dude that looked like he came from like some video game. He looked mad scary. I had no clue what his part in the movie was. I had no clue of what the like the bad guy with the broken with no hand, who had like a knife for a hand. I had no idea what his part in the movie was, and I still think the movie was fire.
It was fire.
It's a good movie.
But okay, whatever. So
When I draw the line is when I say it's better than Homecoming.
I'd say
It's better than Homecoming.
mine's tied with Homecoming, but it's above Homecoming.
Look,
See,
man,
I can't put it above
I've-
Homecoming
I
because I can
love-
watch Homecoming. I've loved Homecoming for a long time. Spider-Man is my favorite superhero, so it's extremely hard for me to put that movie over Homecoming, which I have at 4 right now for my MCU rankings.
Okay.
You know what? We're gonna give our top 10 for MCU ratings in this episode right now, so they can see.
I don't have my.
He doesn't
top
have
10.
that,
I don't
but
have my top 10.
Maybe you can do like your
But
top
I
three.
think we shouldn't go so in depth with why, like we did in the Anchor podcast, where that is an audio podcast. Where if you want to go,
you can go check that out.
Yeah, check that out. But we're not. I think we're gonna quickly. You're gonna go. We're not gonna go R10, then 9,
Yeah.
then 8.
Let me tell them the link: anchor.fm/France podcast.
That's nostalgia right there. Holy. But from my perspective,
Should just ask exactly. Should just ask them to rerun the movie. Like,
oh D, like what? Dude, that's
bro,
my
we
bad,
got
bro.
France podcast in the building. They
That's
need
my
to, they
bad,
need to
bro.
give them a review.
That's what I'm saying.
But I mean,
But
overall, the action was the best action in the MCU, without a doubt. There was none of that extremely edited cut, like it like cut back and forth. It was just long combat of just them fighting. And I said this before I even watched the Cosmonaut Variety Hour episode. I even said that before, and I was saying that because I was telling you when we were walking out of the theater that it was probably the best action in the MCU because it's really edited in the MCU.
the amount of times I heard choreographed that night from Kyle and Jake, dude. And
I said
They-
choreographed like once.
Yeah,
Kyle said
but-
choreographed a lot because
dude,
he doesn't
on
know
the
any
car
other
ride home, bro,
words.
dude, he might have sounded like a movie producer, like a movie
Bro.
director.
Bro, the
I
the
just like the
choreography was
movie.
very good in the movie. I will.
It was like the choreography was so correlated with more
Yeah.
choreography.
Wait, hold on. Okay, how to do that real quick for the anchor people.
But when I like the review, cool. Back to my POV now of what
Okay,
happened.
of the diner. Go ahead.
Now, it wasn't my idea. Like, I was hungry. I didn't have dinner. But it wasn't my idea to order 15 minutes before we went to a movie. That I will give all to my good friend over here and his girlfriend, a.k.a. my sister. What? No, I'm kidding. So, they got an idea like, yo, let's order food. So I had no problem. I'm like, yo, let's have dinner. Because at the time, it was like, when you were talking about it, it was around like 6:30. So I thought we would have time.
Yes, I did too.
Sophia gets soup, which does not help us at all. Kyle, you get something very simple.
To be
just
fair, soup is probably the quickest thing you get there because they already have it made in a
Yeah, but
pot.
if you know Sophia, she's not eating soup quick.
yeah,
to savor the
yeah.
What do you think's gonna be quicker? Kyle with a bland, not bland, because Deet's Diner is good. A regular chicken sandwich with nothing on it, a grilled cheese with bacon, or soup. What do you think is gonna be the faster of those three foods?
probably the soup.
soup?
The soup.
Word? I ate that grilled cheese before Sophia was even done with her
Actually,
soup.
yeah, grilled
Bro,
cheese.
I
It's
was
just a
da-
small
bro,
grilled
I-
cheese. Soup you have to like with the spoon. If
Yeah.
you drank the soup, probably the soup.
All right, this is so relevant. Can we just keep going?
Yeah,
no,
but-
it is relevant.
No. So like Jake said, it was 7:20, 7:25. Jake called me. Where are you guys at? We're at Deed's Diner parking lot. Holy.
I'm like, bro, you're
So-
gonna miss 10
so
minutes
we-
of the movie.
On the dot, like not on the dot, on the spot. I'm like, what are we gonna do? So I'm like, Jake, or it might have been your idea, Jake. Get all 4 tickets and go into the theater so you don't.
By the
miss
way, I
any
don't know
of the
how
movie.
that really like saved you much time.
It really didn't. It just made you come out of the theater.
It just made me miss part of the movie.
No,
That's
'cause
all
I-
it did
I-
It
for me.
sounded smarter, so we didn't have to wait in a line if there was a line.
Because I thought that there was gonna be a line like getting in movie
No,
theater.
there was no line at
Well,
all.
I didn't know that, so I was like, yo.
By the way,
Chase.
hold on, just think real quick. So, if you're getting to the movie at 7:30, there's probably not a lot of people going there to get at exactly 7:30.
There's also other movies playing.
At
Like,
what time?
I
Is there
don't
going to be a
know.
movie playing at 7:35?
Bro, I
No.
don't know.
There's no 7:35
No.
movies. There's
I
no
don't-
movie playing at
I don't know.
7:38.
I don't know.
There's no specific times like that. It's
I don't
7:30,
know. I don't
8
know.
o'clock, 8:30. Maybe there's 35, but you're going to get there later than that anyways. So, and they're probably getting there before you still.
All right. So anyway, we go in earlier. We probably went into the Deet's Diner the first time at like 7:20. The food was not ready, which I didn't expect the food to be ready, but at the same time I did because they're all kind of quick meals. But like Deet's was busy.
They said 20
It was
minutes.
by the way,
I know.
this makes the story even greater. They didn't they expected to walk in and get their food on a Friday night at Deet's Diner.
They said
in the
20
summer.
minutes. No, they said 20 minutes. So we came
It was
in
a
20 minutes.
Friday night.
Bro,
You came in 20 minutes. What time did you pick up the food? What time did you get the food?
they said on the phone it will be 20
What
minutes.
time did you call?
And we said, okay,
Probably around 7:05, 7:10.
what? You call it 7:10.
So if you call that 7.
When did you call? Because it was not. It was
Bro, we
after
called.
6:50.
We called.
It was
at-
after
We
6:50.
called. Yeah, it was after
Thanks, Landon.
6:50.
I knew, bro. I literally, after I said that, I knew Landon was gonna have my back in the chat. I knew it.
What?
He said Jake's out of point.
About what?
The soup.
About about life, bro. About everything.
I'm a little confused. On Jake's got a point. I mean, about everything
About
you just
calling,
said.
about the line thing,
until the
about everything.
Shang-Chi thing. Whatever he said about Shang-Chi,
Nah,
not
bro.
correct.
Landon's gonna have. Landon's gonna have my
okay,
back.
okay,
Th-
no,
Landon's got my back
no.
because this is the one thing. Another problem I had wrong with Shang-Chi. Wong didn't get enough screen time.
Dude, Wong
It's
never
not
gets enough
Doctor
screen time.
Strange.
I said this
movie.
in the mid. I said this in the middle of the movie. I said Wong needs to get more screen time.
Oh my
and
god,
he
there's so
didn't.
much we need to talk about. And I need to get past this beginning part. I'm gonna speed run because holy, that night was just insane. So basically,
I don't.
Jake's got a point. All right, Barnhart, dude, can you know I'm not even gonna start.
Just
with
talk.
You.
Just
I'm not even gonna start with you, bro. All right, so it's 7:35 at this point, and I'm trying to figure out the fastest route to NCG. And the fastest you can get there is 14 minutes. So clearly we're gonna be late anyway. Now keep in mind we already went to CVS, to like because the food wasn't ready. So we're gonna go to CVS, check if they could get if they had any good candy, which they didn't. CVS is a sellout.
CVSK, bro.
That's why the
it's
S in CVS is sellout.
CVSK.
CVS, S for the
K.
sellout. All right. We don't
CV
need a-
sellout.
CVS, they sold the bag that night. All right.
Chase very sellout.
And bro, I was just done with it. All right. So
Chase Virginia sellout.
I mean, I did sell a bag. No snaps were acquired.
Yeah, that's.
That's a different story,
That's
though.
my- I
Oh my
blame
goodness.
myself.
So, oh my god, 7:35. We're still at Deet's Diner, bro. We have
So-
we
so
have
into it.
we have no candy, we have no food, and we're not at the movie theater. So this is already a problem because I already know we're missing the movie. I'm like, maybe more previews. Thank you, please.
I know, bro. When NCG starts the movies mad fast, there's like no previews.
Dude, I
Exactly.
really thought that like we were like gonna be okay.
Bro, you missed like 10 minutes of the movie.
Oh, he probably missed 10 minutes of the movie.
Chase missed.
Bro, I missed
so-
like 30
had
minutes,
it-
like-
bro, had he missed so much? Had he missed the whole buzz fight, bro? That's insane.
Because while you guys were watching the movie about how like the dad had the ancient rings of China or whatever, and how he's immortal from ancient China or whatever, and the bus scene and all that, dude, I don't even know where this Shang-Chi came from. I literally saw him on the plane for the first time talking about the whole thing with his mother. But we get to the movies, right? Kyle, we meet up with Jake. We go into the theaters. Sophia does it. Sophia's finishing her soup in the car. So me, Jake, Kyle in the theaters. I think I'm watching that. I think that's when I was watching the part with the plane, when they were in the plane.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like looking at my phone and I'm getting a text from Sophia. Sophia's like flipping her out about how the whole ticket thing was gonna work, which I thought the whole concept was really simple because
Wait,
we
I
told
didn't
her
hear this part yet.
we told her that she was gonna walk to Target, get candy for us, which I texted her the candy we wanted, and then she was gonna walk back, text me when she got there, and then we'd walk in with the candy. Because NCG, they're pretty chill. Like they're not really so uptight, which I hope they don't change. But like really, there's no need to be that guy that really like that wants.
Don't
'cause
be
their-
that guy.
Their
Just
popcorn,
don't be that guy.
Their popcorn and 4 waters is already $40, bro. I
know. Bro, I bought everyone's popcorn and stuff that one time. Bro,
Dude.
use all my 2 NCG gift cards I had, bro.
God.
That's insane.
And the candy, a little like Raisinets box or like a Skittles box, bro. That's $3.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
At the
$3.
Raisinets are $3.
Maybe 2, but
Bro.
I'm pretty sure they're $3.
Bro, when Chase and I ran that
Raisinets should be
marathon,
99 cents.
when Chase and I
Oh,
ran that marathon
that's
to
the Black
Target,
Widow story. Dude.
like before the Black Widow movie started, and Chase and I ran that marathon,
I think we just got in. At the
we
movie.
just got in like perfectly in time. I swear, I was walking into the movie theater with like it looked like my pants hanging down. Like I had so much.
The
candy.
dude saw the Sour Patch Kids and he was just so chill about it.
Dude, Dad, like I'm telling you, that guy was like a legend. Like I was you. It was impossible for you not to know that I obviously had candy on me. Like I was walking straight into the theater, and my pants, like my waistline, was like
Dude.
all over the place. And then the guy just looked at me. He's like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "Oh yeah, we saw you guys already. You're all good." I was like, "All right, bet." And we just walked right in.
So when I looked at my phone for Sophia, she was like, I think I don't even know. I think she was flipping out.
That's a fact. They don't even stand at the ticket booth, bro. I literally could have been like, "Yo, guys, like, I'll leave the tickets like on the desk, like at the ticket booth, and you can just walk in and just pick them up."
Yeah.
Because there's no. I was like, "You guys could literally just walk into the movie. There's no one there. There's no one at the ticket booth."
So this is what ended up happening. So Sophia texted me, and she's like, "Yo, like, what am I like? How am I gonna get in? I don't have a ticket." I'm like, "Sophia, text me when you have the candy and the ticket." I don't even think I texted her that because she said Dad would be flipping out right now. And once I got that text, I looked at both of you and I said, I'm going out," which I don't know if you remember, like me getting up and leaving because I was kind of hasty with that. I got up, left, and I went straight to the car. Actually, no, I went straight into the mall, and then I realized Sophia wasn't in the mall because I thought she would have been in the mall flipping out about how she can't get in. Wouldn't that make sense? No, she's still finishing her soup. So I go to the car, she comes out, and then we go to Target. Wait, actually no. She was already in Target. She was already in Target. So I basically run the wrong way in the mall. So I run all the way to the other way to Target. I get there, she's looking at candy. And I'm not gonna lie, she's taking a jolly good time. She's like, oh, no Skittles for Kyle. Like, I literally got there, she literally did not have any Skittles, which I didn't blame her. There was no Skittles there. So we go, check out.
You know, you should try your mic. You should flip it around and bend it this way.
That's very cool.
I could definitely fix that for you one day.
Yeah. One day.
Because it's
so,
back. You see what I'm seeing with that, Kyle? See how it's like that way? You should flip it around this way and have it bend back like that. You get what I'm saying? You feeling my vibe right now?
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Thanks, man.
all right, so
Flow in my boat.
What? Who said that?
we
Always
buy the
said it,
candy and we're running back because I need to go and assist Sophia with the candy. Okay.
So you run back, got the candy,
we got
and then
the
you get
candy.
there and they're on the plane.
And they closed the NCG door to the mall. Like, they closed the gate off, so we have to leave the building, which
I didn't
is
know
it's
this.
not that bad.
It's like 10 feet.
I know it's 10 feet, but still, like, it was like so dramatic how they were literally closing it while we were hidden in the corner. So it was like,
the front of
thanks,
the
man.
movie.
Then they're standing right in front of the door, like, while I have my ticket out right in my hand. So we're walking in.
Wait, stop.
So we're walking in, and no one's at the ticket booth. And I'm like, Sophia, let's go. She didn't even need the ticket. Like, to be honest, there's no dude at the ticket booth. So we go into the theater, and we sit down, and I see the whole, like, I see them walk into, it's actually, they're in the elevator. Like, Shang-Chi is signing the thing for the Fight Club. So I didn't miss Wong's appearance. That thing was, like, that scene was fire.
Yeah, when I saw Wong, I immediately thought of Landon too.
Me too,
I
because he
was
got
like,
some screen
I was
time.
like, yo, Landon's gonna be hyped. But
Yo.
anyway, Shang-Chi review. So problems I had with it. I had no idea what happened to the mother until the end of the movie. No one had any idea what happened to the mother until the end of the movie. Like, oh, that's what happened. And, like, it took way too long, I feel, to, like, figure out what happened.
They didn't say at all that Shang-Chi was going after the guy that killed his mother, like, anywhere
like,
out the movie.
no one, like, the flashback to see his mother die was, like, really, like, delayed.
Okay, yeah, I have to admit that
Yeah, it
that
was
took
pretty
a
late.
while to come.
And the whole reason why his father turned against him, and the whole reason why he sent him to America, that was really delayed too. We didn't even see him kill the person that was behind killing his mother. We never saw that either. That's another problem I have with that. I thought that was like a cool thing to like see like what made him go like and leave and not return back. Like the reason for like him staying in America when he specifically told his sisters to be back in 3 days. Like what drove him to do that and not not go to his mother and not go to his mother, not go back to the 10 rings. Probably because his father, and I think that whole situation changed him, like killing that guy. I'm guessing that's the whole like deal, the whole dealio. But yeah, that's the things I have problems with in it. Also, like you said before with the whole cosmonaut thing, how the Mandarin was kind of there for like a little bit too long.
Yeah,
Like,
but
for, like, a
he didn't
comic
even
relief,
say
but-
that. I'm
but it
just
didn't-
assuming that he was.
Yeah,
talking
I'm
about
pretty
the
sure that's what
Mandarin.
he's saying, but it honestly didn't really bother me.
No,
Like I didn't really really find a problem with that.
I feel like I accepted not that I didn't accept the movie, I felt more familiar with the movie because he was already a previous character in the MCU.
The overall problem I had with the movie is I didn't know the full story until the very end of what the whole drive behind what he's doing and like what happened with his mom and all that stuff. You didn't know what was going on with all that until the very end, and you're like, oh, well, now it's here. Now they're fighting at basically the end scene. And you're like, oh, that's what happened.
Yeah, I was confused about how the creatures that came out at the very end were trapped. I thought that was a whole portal type of thing because that's what I thought they were explaining when when the ant was walking by, explaining the sculptures that they made.
Well, they explained that at the beginning of the movie. I'm assuming with the whole fight, and she was talking about the little bit,
But that the forest collapsing, that like the forest maze, that thing was fire. Like how they're hitting
yeah.
sharp left,
Yeah,
sharp right. doom.
I talked to Jake about this, but how much money do you think BMW paid Marvel to like be featured in that movie for so
That was a
long?
BMW.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, there were so many like BMW hints throughout the whole movie.
Normally, I don't think it's normally BMW though. That has the deal with Marvel. Like,
I don't
remember
know.
the whole like commercial?
I thought it was an Audi.
Audi, yeah, that's what it was because Tony Stark had like
Oh,
a
wait,
souped up,
yes,
a souped
you're
up
right, it
Audi
was
sports
Audi.
car in Endgame, I think it was.
Yeah, but
In
like,
Endgame or Infinity War or one of those.
it was one of those. I think it was Endgame.
And Spider-Man was also in like an Audi or one of those car commercials for the Super Bowl. Like Tom Holland was in it with Jon Favreau, I'm pretty sure, and Robert Downey Jr. was in it as well, I believe. It was like a couple years ago when Homecoming first was coming out. Brings me to that. I can't see myself ranking this movie higher than Homecoming. Homecoming, just a movie that obviously has Spider-Man in it, my favorite Spider-Man, and it really just has. I don't know. It's just a movie that I've been able to watch multiple times and not really get tired of.
Well, unfortunately, Shang-Chi's only in theaters, or else I would have already bought a DVD or watched it multiple times on Disney
Well,
Plus.
Shang-Chi, you don't really have that opportunity for that yet.
Have
So-
you guys like expressed your opinions on Black Widow yet?
I don't know if we really
Yes,
did
we
it.
did.
I think we did, but Black Widow was probably my
Trash.
least favorite MCU movie that came out because that
Trash.
was the first one that came out basically this year.
Trash.
The fact that they delayed the movie so many times, I think, really butchered how I viewed it as well.
Butchered.
But I don't think it was the worst MCU movie.
No,
It was
there
very
were-
unneeded.
Okay, it
Dude,
was.
It was
okay.
so irrelevant.
No, it wasn't the worst one they've ever made. I'm saying it's the worst one that has came out like within the last 6 months.
Only 2 has come out in the last 6 months.
I know that's the whole point.
This guy.
But it's by a long shot. Like if you watch Cosmo, whatever the heck his name is, bro.
Cosmonaut.
He probably I don't know what because I only
He
watched
didn't
one
like
video.
Black Widow
Yeah,
either.
Black Widow. Taskmaster was probably. He was like
Could have been a very
she was a
could have
really
been a
bad
very
villain.
they could have been a really good villain though.
The end credit scenes, the 2 end credit scenes were.
Landon, you actually liked the Black
Probably
Widow
Yes,
movie.
and that's another thing I want. That's another. That's another.
It wasn't
Shut
it wasn't a
up.
bad movie. It was just
Wasn't a good
not
movie.
a very good one.
thing
No,
is,
the
that's
end- the
another
two
thing.
end-
Especially
credit
that she was
scenes were
a
the
main
best.
Avenger. I thought she was gonna have like a good movie coming off of sacrificing herself.
Yeah, the end credit scene to Black Widow was much better than the movie.
Yes,
By the way,
100%.
both movies, Shang-Chi and Black Widow.
Which was confusing because they had. Hold on, let me bring it back to all 3 of us. Which was very confusing because they had the whole movie before. No, it was like after Civil War, and it was before another movie. But then the end credit scene was after Endgame. Which, why would they do that? Because usually when you watch Marvel movies in order, like you watch the end credit scene with it. So if you watch Black Widow in order, you spoil Endgame for you, or you spoil something for you because guess what? Now you find out that Black Widow dies. So
It's just a very unneeded movie. It's a flashback to a time where you know where everything happens.
Wait, what's the next?
Shang-Chi is
And
before Far From Home.
by the
too.
way, they made the wrong movie for that time period with the wrong main character.
What's the next?
They
Marvel-
should have made if there's anyone I want to see in that time period, it was Captain America. In between the time after Civil War. Am I wrong?
Wait, where was he?
running running around with Falcon.
I know. Black Widow, I think, deserved a movie in like Phase 2.
Black Widow, if she got a
Oh.
movie, I just feel like that I would have, in that time period between Civil War and Infinity War or whatever it was, I'd rather see a movie with Captain America to see what the heck he was doing.
Dude, I think the Hawkeye TV show is gonna be better than the Black Widow movie.
The Hawkeye TV show, I really have I have zero expectations for that. I have no idea
Wait,
what it's going to be,
when's
what's
the
going to happen.
next?
Hey, now Chase got a point. Let's go.
About
Let's
what?
go. I don't know, but I got a point.
Wait, so when's the next like Marvel movies or series coming out?
October 1st, Venom. It's been pushed for.
Well, that's not MCU. That's Sony.
Well, it's still MCU.
No.
Yes.
No.
All right. So you want to tell me that Stan Lee did not make Venom?
Bro, if it's
Oh,
not MCU.
Landon, can I get a point real quick?
No, Landon, he has no point. Venom is not MCU.
Stan Lee.
Guys, stop
Created-
arguing over like.
Yeah,
your
Stan
boyfriend.
Lee
Come on.
created Venom. Did he not?
He also created
I don't
he
know.
also created X-Men, and those movies are not MCU.
Oh,
not yet.
Landon, does he have a point?
Yeah,
They're
he
not
does- he
MCU.
does
Well,
have a
yeah,
point.
those X-Men movies are not MCU. The X-Men I'm assuming, will come into the MCU at some point.
I know. I'm
but
saying
Hugh Jackman's Wolverine is not MCU. Like Venom is not MCU.
he is not in the MCU.
Is Andrew Garfield
He's
MCU?
not-
Sony MCU? Andrew Garfield? No,
No.
not yet.
Not
No,
yet.
he
Not until the new
It's been
Spider-Man
rumored.
movie
That's been
comes out.
rumored. But I'm just saying that there's been nods. I don't know if you watched the trailer. I thought we did a trailer review where the Daily Bugle was in Venom. There will be carnage, but it apparently it's still not MCU, even though that's a nod towards the MCU. But that's not what we're here for. We're not here to argue.
They
We're
were a
here to
newspaper Daily Bugle though.
yeah.
Yeah, was the Daily Bugle in?
Far From Home.
Was it-
No Way Home
was it-
trailer.
Was the
Spider-Man No Way Home. Spider-Man No Way Home. Spider-Man No Way Home. Soups said that Venom There Will Be Carnage is actually getting pushed to October 1st. Not pushed, actually pulled from October 1st.
Uh-oh, Landon.
Not in the MCU yet.
Was yes, exactly. Was the Daily Bugle in Tobey Maguire?
Was it?
Yes.
Yeah, see?
Was
See?
it in Far From Home? Yes. They're not the same though. Yet.
Yet.
Venom, not the same.
Yet.
Not MCU.
Yet.
Yet. Not yet.
Dude, end credit
I
scene
don't-
No Way Home.
See, the thing is, I don't think
You wanna know
Venom's
what's
gonna
never
be
gonna be in
MCU.
the. Actually, I'm not gonna say that. That's kind of
The thing is, I do not believe Venom will become MCU.
Am I one?
Year 2. They can probably still hear you. No, they can hear you through the 3.
They can hear you.
They can. All right, your mic's back on.
No, it's not. No.
All right, I'm actually not gonna say that at all because it seems like you guys can still hear me.
All right, so Venom. This is my opinion. I don't think Venom's gonna be in the MCU in the future.
I'm sorry, but
He doesn't fit in well to the whole storyline of the MCU.
Eddie Brock can die in the movie and Let There Be Carnage, and then Eddie Brock Jr.
I don't think Venom will be in the MCU.
Dude, why do you think? And why did you think Marvel made a whole multiverse? Because there's gonna be a younger Eddie Brock that comes back and fights Spider-Man No Way Home.
I don't
But
think.
I
don't
love
think
how
he'll
this
be in it.
episode was about Shang-Chi, but it was talked about for 5 minutes. Yeah, I was actually about to just get back on track. Thank you for reminding me, Landon. I'm sorry.
Hey guys,
All right,
all
anyway,
right.
Shang-Chi. Wong needed more screen time. Basically,
That's all Landon wants to hear. That's all I want-
That's
wants to
another
hear is
problem
Wong.
I had with it. Wong needed more screen time.
Bro,
They took too long to get to the whole motive behind the father and the mother.
Okay.
Why he hates why the father is going after all this stuff. It took too long to get to that. Took too long to get to the mother, why she died, how she died, what the heck happened. Took too long to figure out why Shang-Chi is actually in America. Took a little bit too long to get to that. Took too long to find out why he went to, like, the whole reason why he went to America, how he got to America, the whole thing. Took a little bit long to get to that. Overall, the good parts, really good action, amazing action, best MCU action ever, rivals DC action. I don't think it rivals Dark Knight action. I don't know.
All right, I
Choreography
forgot this
was
was
great.
about Shang-Chi. Your turn to talk about it.
Shang-Chi, overall,
No, I want to hear this.
I'd give it a score. I don't know, man.
Holy cow.
Overall score of Shang-Chi.
If it's anything below a 7, I'm gonna be frustrated.
Dude, we already know what his opinion on the thing
8.
is.
Okay.
Point
Okay.
2.5.
My arm.
Okay, honestly, I'll take it. I'll take it.
8.25.
I mean, I like the movie a lot. To be honest with you, like I'm a very big like action fiend. I'm an
Obviously,
I'm
Kyle
an action-
loves the
I'm an action.
the
I'm an action
choreography.
fiend. I'm an action fiend.
He's a choreography fiend. He loves choreography.
It just seemed like there hasn't really been like any like Marvel movies like that. Like you said, I feel like
Oh wait. Oops. That's okay.
Even in your YouTuber dude the Cosmo dude's video, he said that Marvel struggles to actually get action scenes like fighting scenes good, and that's why he said he liked this
Yeah.
movie a
yeah,
lot.
but
Yeah, me too.
I like
I
how
like your point there.
I like how like
I
not
said this.
I
Me and Kyle both said this leaving theater. Said that was the best
Oh, sorry,
action movie.
I must
Yes.
have been.
I just I like how it wasn't like it didn't look all so fake. Like it didn't look all so like
Edited and
animated
cut.
editing and it just seemed so smooth. Like in the bus scene,
Yes.
it
And-
just seems so smooth.
And another thing I might add is that Shang-Chi, he's funny when he needs to be. He's not overly
He's not-
funny. He's not the
who's-
overly funny character like Star-Lord and Thor at times. He's not
I
that
think
overly
Star-
funny character.
I don't like Star Lord, to be honest.
He
I
he kind
think-
of sold the bag. But
Nah, I don't like him. I like him. He's kind of his ego's too big.
like sometimes these MCU characters they get too funny. Shang-Chi is funny at the right times, I believe, and he's serious and like
But wait,
Great
what
character
was it?
at the
What
right
was
times.
what was his friend's
Katie.
name? Katie.
I
She
don't want
carried,
them to be.
She carried the
Dude,
the comedy.
dude.
in
And
this
by the
movie.
way,
I love Katie.
I told Kyle this leaving the theater, and even the Cosmo dude said the same thing. I don't want them to be there to be a romance with them.
oh no, not at
I
all.
want them to just
Not
be
at all.
friends.
I don't like when there's romance in between. Like, okay, I could see like Hawkeye and Black Widow. Like that was nice.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm very glad that they like kept her as like the funny comic relief girl who did like some cool thing at the end there.
Hmm
Are you
shooting the ball.
still confused on how she shot or why how she shot so far?
Bro, she shot that thing so far.
Dude, she was like.
or are we
the
just gonna
American
accept that,
Sniper in
like-
last scene.
This shawty literally like.
She shot that thing like 3 football lengths into the sky, bro.
Dude, she's a
But like you
sniper.
can't cap like that was like a fire scene.
That was fire.
It was fire.
Bro, she's
And
kind
it
of
is
like,
a Marvel movie that literally had dragons and a mega soul sucker flying around. So I think the fact that an arrow, a magic dragon,
Yeah,
a
I
magic
forgot this-
dragon thing arrow shot through the sky that far by her.
At times, I forgot this was an MCU movie. At times, I forgot this was a Marvel movie, and I had to remind myself.
yeah,
Then
but,
the end-
no,
then the
but
last- then
no,
the
but
last
the thing
scene-
is, it didn't seem like a Marvel movie to me. It didn't seem like
I know,
a Marvel
that's what
movie
I'm saying.
because
That's what made it. That's what made it. I thought really good.
That's like that's,
Until he got
that
to
was
the
my
final fight.
that was like my favorite part. It didn't seem like a regular Marvel movie.
But then the final fight's like, oh, they're saving the world again. It's Marvel.
Yeah, I mean, you're not. I mean,
you can't
kinda
go into a
expected
Marvel
that.
movie not expecting there to be a world-threatening thing at the end.
Yeah, but it was kind of cool to see how like both the sides teamed up and realized that they can't.
That's
That-
another thing. They teamed up very fast.
Well,
Yeah,
that's because they
but-
saw. I think that dude with the face paint. I think he was like maybe the best fighter of them. That's what I kind of got out
But
of
think
it.
if this happens
Because
in
he
real
got
life.
like sucked into the sky, his
Yeah.
soul gone, and then he dropped to the ground. So the dude looked at the.
Yeah, but it was
and
cool
like,
for them
yeah,
to like. It was
let's
cool
team
to
up.
see how both the sides realized that they can't. They
I
can't
agree.
fight against each other and win.
I
this.
agree, but imagine this happens in real life. You're literally trying to kill someone. You're going after someone trying
This
to
happens in
literally
your life. You're trying to kill
I'm
somebody.
saying
Jake?
happens in real life. Imagine this happens in real life. Someone's literally going to try to kill someone.
Okay.
They're literally trying to kill each other.
Okay.
And then in the span of 5 seconds, they're like, let's team up. That's
if
kind of
they-
fast.
Well, if there's a greater power trying to kill, in your sense, both of you.
Yes, I
What-
agree,
what-
but that
wouldn't
was
you-
very fast to
Dude,
to
if I
change
saw
sides.
some bat with tentacles come and grab him into the sky and suck his soul out of his mouth, and
I
his
know, but
body drop to the ground, I think I'd be pretty quick if I was the team that did not have the magical weapons.
And they're all buddies at the end too.
If
I was like-
they didn't have the
You
magical
just
weapons.
he just saved your life, and you just saved his. You're telling me you're not gonna be friends after that?
But they were literally just trying to kill each other. the same exact day, like
Dude,
literally an
you
hour.
Yeah, but
just
didn't- it
saw
wasn't-
a
it-
bat
it
with
wa-
tentacles suck this man's soul out of his mouth.
It wasn't personal though.
I know, nothing personal.
Wasn't personal. It wasn't like, hey, Chase, I hate you. It was like, no, it was like my boss telling me to go kill you guys.
I agree. Yeah, but it was just
I know,
watching
it was
at first-
confusing. It was
Watching it at
confusing.
first, it was very fast to just change sides like that and then be buddies at the end.
Bro, you're telling me if this guy just saved your life, you wouldn't
But
be
then I
grateful?
also got to look it through. I told Chase this at one point too. I said you have to look through it through the Marvel lens. You're like, okay, Marvel movie, regular movie, Marvel movie.
To be honest, I was just
Regular.
so distracted by the fact that this was so much action. Like, it was such an action-packed movie. I actually did not come up with a single question that I brought to this podcast while I was sitting there in that seat. And when he got sucker punched, when Shang-Chi, or whatever you want to call it, whatever, however you pronounce it, the first part, last part, whatever. When he got sucker punched by his dad into the water, I do not care what anyone says. When he was sinking down, and then you had the little bubbles come into his mouth. Yeah, it's not realistic. They're in a magic village. Okay. So when you see a giant dragon head pop out of the water, not out of the water, like, yeah, basically out of the depths of the water, and open its eyes to this man.
Sick, dude.
Fix
Good
it.
one.
Good one, man.
No, the thing was sticking out.
Good job. Was that necessary to spill my drink? Really, dude?
I don't think so, but whatever. OCD kicks in and it does wonders,
Bro, it was
right?
sticking out, and I had to
So-
put it
You
back.
got a napkin now?
What was I saying? I was saying that the dragon head popped out of the depths of the water, and literally, this was probably the climax of the action for me. Like, cause I did not see the bus scene. I didn't see any of that. So when I saw this giant dragon head pick this man up out of the water and start flying around eating these little bats, bro, that was kind of sick.
Yeah. But
So
did you see like the whole like backstory, like how
no, I didn't see anything about the dad.
Shang-Chi's aunt showed him and his friends and his sister, Jake, you remember this, right? Like the history of the village. Remember when they showed that whole group, Shang-Chi and his sister and what's her face, the whole like history of the village, and she gave them like, the magical dragon came and saved the village, and then blah blah blah. You remember that?
Yeah, with the
How
whole,
they
yeah.
had like the wooden carves, like
Yeah.
carvings. Like I just found how that was really cool to like see Shang-Chi really like become part of the history of the village, because like he's now part of the history, because that the dragon was already part of the history because it helped save the village in the past. But then now you see him team up with this ancient creature
Mhm.
to once again save the village, and then now he kind of just like makes his own like
I know. By the way, I
print
really
in the
like.
village.
I really like the movie. I mean, an 8.25 is a very good score for me. Very good score.
Where's the garbage can?
Now, Rotten Tomatoes score, I might have to give it like an 89%.
Okay,
Kobe.
so
Oh.
all right, I just want to go over a few things real quick.
You just wasted. By the way, Landon, I just want to say this real quick.
He didn't mean to waste.
No,
your
no, no,
time.
no. I want to say this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Landon. He's wasting the man's
Bro,
drink. Like, look at this. It's gone.
No,
Done.
bro. There was this much left in the drink.
Bro, it's gone.
Is the
Listen,
camera on?
all right. This drink
there's
really
this
does
much
not
left in
matter,
the
bro.
drink.
This is not a bang ranking. All right, but I don't know if you guys already talked about the what's it called?
Too bad Luke is not in
G
here. I
Fuels.
wanted to call him, but it's a school night for him. So.
But I wanted to say how fast this movie could have been shut down if they did not have an ant. They pulled up in that car, came out, and if the ant was not there, the dude, like the main dude that was basically telling Katie that like she can't go and like help them because it was too dangerous. You know that guy that he ended up dying.
Like the
It was like the old dude.
The old dude
Yeah,
in the
so-
village, yeah.
If they didn't have an ant, they would have been either killed or they would have had to resort to like some other way to stay in that village because the ant literally came out and was like, "Oh my gosh, like your mother always told me that you guys would eventually come and I'd meet you, and like, dude, if there was no aunt, they wouldn't have been welcomed in all of a sudden. You know what I mean?
True.
And then, also, what was the dad thinking when he pulled up to the village, and he did not see his wife anywhere? Did he really think she was behind that
Yeah.
rock thing?
It was his hallucinations getting to him.
I know, but like, you think he'd be smarter than that? Because he's
Well,
punching- punching a wall.
he never was a fan of those people, anyways.
he
though,
was
of
so
those people.
he was so blinded.
Oh yeah, because he got rejected. But the
yeah.
old dude didn't
he
let
was
him in.
never
Yeah,
a
he
fan
was-
of them,
he
and
was-
he always thought,
he
and that's why
always
part of the
hate-
reason why he truly believed it, because he thought that they were taking him.
He
away.
always
But he
once
saw her
the village
dead.
denied his entry
Exactly.
with his wife, he always hated that village. So he always had a grudge against that village. So he really just wanted any excuse to go and kill the people that, well, what he thought were responsible for his wife's death. And
Even
he
though
was,
it was
and he
his
was
fault
so
in the first place,
he
because he took off
was-
the 10 rings.
he was so blinded by the hallucinations that the 10 rings were showing him that his wife might still be alive,
Mhm.
but it was just false.
And then when it no longer mattered if he was punching the wall or listening to Shang-Chi, the giant creature comes flying out of the wall, which I don't even know. Was that like a half bat, half dragon, half?
It was a
Something-
mega super sucker.
It was
Yeah, that's what they call
wild.
it in the movie.
It was wild.
But is that when he realized that, oh, my wife is dead? Like, there's no reviving her.
I mean, I don't know.
Because that's when I realized that Sophia thought that was really sad, because
Oh my!
She's
Can we
over
talk
in it-
about Sophia during the movie? Oh my god!
Dude.
yeah. Oh, bro. By the way,
Holy-
Black
dad-
Widow, and Shang-Chi both had great end credit scenes. And I told Kyle in the middle of the movie, I go to him, I say, bro, this end credit scene's about to go crazy. Like, I'm telling you, I know it's gonna be good. And it ended up being Bruce Banner in the flesh, the real Bruce Banner, because they ended up working out because it was half.
saving somewhere else
Bro,
again.
she
Like
is,
what?
She's gotta, bro. Like, she's gotta
She
figure
gotta
it out.
go.
But anyways, because the last time we saw Hulk or Bruce Banner, it was the half and half Hulk, half Bruce Banner, in Endgame.
Okay.
So this time when we saw him, it was the full Bruce Banner, because he went the whole 5 years of the blip thing as half and half, and now he's full Bruce Banner. So I was like, oh, like I realized that when I was like laying in my bed that night, I was like, yo, full Bruce Banner. But anyways,
OD,
what did I
right,
say
Landon?
before? What did I
I want
say
to know
before?
how Bruce got back to human form.
Exactly. I want to learn more about this. Need to learn more. I was right about to say something and I totally forgot. And it was something good. And now
Was
I'm
it
kinda
Sophia
mad.
during the movie?
It's okay.
Wait, can you guys tell me how there was for real a Pokemon in that movie?
The Nine Tails.
The Ninetales? There was definitely a Pokemon in that movie. You can't tell me that Ninetales was not in that movie.
Dude, Sonic's rings made an appearance floating around Shang-Chi at that one point. Which also, I want to see more of these rings, which I'm going to, because there's going to be sequels, because this was the most, I think, underrated movie. Like, I low-key thought this movie was going to be trash. I did not think anything good was going to come out of this movie. I went in there, literally saw, I missed
It definitely
25 to
exceeded
30 minutes of the
expectations.
movie, which were apparently great parts, and I still think this is like a top 5 movie.
When they first released this,
And he's still in this.
when they first came out with this, like in the Disney thing, like when they're like telling us all about the movies that were gonna come out, like the Eternal, Shang-Chi, all that stuff, I was like,
I looked over this
I was
one.
like, Shang-Chi has to be like definitely the thing I'm looking forward to the least, next to like maybe like the Hawkeye show. The things
Also, the
things that-
Eternals. I'm not
thing-
looking towards the Eternals.
Bro,
Maybe
but,
that's gonna be.
but the whole
banger.
Shang-Chi thing makes me think that like, yo, maybe the Eternals about to be fired. Like the sleeper things are always the best in the MCU.
Dude, Hawkeye's gonna be the biggest sleeper.
Bro, like WandaVision. I was not looking forward to WandaVision at all. Ended up being insane.
I
Craziest
didn't
theories
yeah, it was
popping on
crazy.
TikTok. The number
Mephisto?
one, the number one
Mephisto?
TV, it was the number one TV show in the world at one point.
I didn't even watch it, to be honest.
But
Bro,
you
and-
gotta give hands down to Loki. Loki was
Shang-Chi
the most
exceeded expectations.
anticipated one, and they still came out with a banger.
And then the ones that you're like most hyped for, like Falcon Winter Soldier, it ends up not being like really as good as you
The
expected.
Falcon
it to
and
be.
Winter Soldier could have been a lot better.
Yeah.
A lot.
I think the most interesting part was getting the flashbacks from Bucky actually killing people.
Yeah.
And also John Walker literally killing the bad guy, and seeing the blood on the Captain America shield, like the first like actual bloody gore type of thing you don't usually see with Marvel.
Mhm.
Which I
There
also
was a warning at the beginning of that episode, I believe.
yeah, Loki was a banger. Indeed, it was.
Loki made the MCU really. It's like it introduces you to what the MCU is gonna be like in the future, and you're gonna be like it's fun, I guess you could say.
Dude,
It's like, whoa, like this is gonna be pretty cool. That's what I was gonna say. Hold on, it's coming to me. It's coming to me. Oh, Shang-Chi. They did not mention the blip once in the movie. That's what it was. That's another problem I had with it. They didn't mention the blip or how it affected them or anything once. And this is supposedly supposed to be right after Endgame. Am I wrong? Anyone in the chat right now, please
I don't
correct me
think-
if I'm wrong.
maybe Landon knows.
Yeah, Landon.
But don't put him on the spot because
Landon, if you
Landon's
know,
a G.
this movie should be taking place after Endgame. I'm pretty sure because it has to be because Captain Marvel's there. It did
It was,
take place
it's-
after Endgame.
yeah.
So it took place after Endgame.
Captain Marvel always has somewhere else to be.
Yeah,
Dude,
she's
they're gonna
gotta
make a
figure it
they
out,
gotta
man.
make a show about all the places she saved.
That's what I'm
because
saying.
there's countless times Infinity War, no, it was Endgame, when basically it was still half the planet or the universe was gone, and she's on the call and she's like, oh, I gotta go.
And remember the
Who is she saving at this point when half the people are gone?
also remember the whole point. Well, it was actually the Skrulls who were Nick Fury in Far From Home, and they were talking. They were like, and remember Spider-Man was naming all the people. He's like, I don't want to do this whole thing with the elementals. I want to where's Thor? Where's Hulk? Where's
Yeah.
And he was like, what about Captain Marvel? And he was like, don't invoke her name or something like that. So it's like, why is there beef?
From who? From the Skrull
The
and
Skrull
Captain Marvel?
Skrull who was disguised as Nick Fury said, don't invoke her name or something like that about Captain Marvel.
I
That
don't know,
also
maybe because
brought
she
up
bodied the
questions.
Kree in the movie, and then they just like love her for that, which I wish I could be the same, but like, no.
Like, is there beef going on there? Like Captain Marvel, like, what'd she do? That also got me thinking. Another thing that got me thinking was I was watching Far From Home again, and I kind of took off the Marvel lens, and I was like, this is insane. What's going on right now? Spider-Man's taking on 1 million drones right now by himself in London. Like, what is going on?
He was on a school trip.
Like, what is going on right now? He's literally taking on 1 million drones that shoot guns all by himself.
That's called Stark technology right there, dude.
I'm like,
Richest
it's kind
man
of
in the world.
kind of insane. Like, if you think about it, it kind of turns me off a little bit to the movie. Like,
What? Say that again.
it turns me off to the movie.
Dude.
This is PG.
I thought it was PG-13 too, but
You guys, you realize that doesn't. Okay, whatever.
Whoa.
That doesn't-
Whoa.
like, I don't know, man.
Time out.
Time in.
Time in.
I don't know. I feel like that's just a really unfortunate time and place to be.
Landon. What did he say?
What did he say? No. Yeah, so you just kind of have to think about
Jakey turns me
Spider-Man.
off too.
I think you just got to think about Spider-Man using simple webs and using simple crawling powers.
Very different to Tobey Maguire
yeah.
and Andrew Garfield's
It's
Spider-Man.
Definitely
You
it's
gotta
a
put on
lot
the M-
different
You got to put on
when
the
you have-
MCU lens.
Yeah, when you have CGI that's like in 2020, you look back at the old movies, it's a little different. But when you look at Mysterio, I don't read comics, so I don't know what his whole thing was, but they basically made Mysterio fake.
He's not real. He can't do anything. All he has is his
Yeah.
drones.
Well, he almost shot Peter Parker with a Glock.
But I mean, he had.
He had that thing on
he
him.
had- he had
He had
the-
that thing on
But
him. He had that thing on you,
but
G.
Spider-Man, the Peter Tingle came back and he knew that
The
it was
Peter
fake.
Tinkle.
The Peter Tingle.
Honestly, did you at least
Spider
watch
Sense.
the end credit scene?
What?
Spider-Man Far
Yeah.
Home?
I've
Alright.
watched it many times.
No, I mean like with
Many
Gigi.
Yeah.
With Gigi.
Many
You watched
Yeah,
it?
I watched
All
it.
right, so that was
It-
less confusing, right?
Another thing on TV. On TV, they don't like how like it ends with them swinging on the web and then like because they're swinging with her.
And then they
him
stop at the
Zendaya.
stoplight, and then
No, they stop. The movie ends with them going this, and then she falls. And then she catches her, and it's like, and it starts playing the music. On TV, it just goes right from that to the scene where he gets on the sign and looks at the thing. So on TV, they just skip right to the end credit scene as if it's part of the movie. So I was
That's
like,
nice.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's a lot easier.
yeah.
And it goes well in that movie because it just cuts right from her doing that to them back. And she's like, all right, I'm ready to go. Yeah, I got to go. See you later. But I thought I should share that.
Oh wow, it's been an hour.
Yes, it has been exactly an hour.
It has.
This bang is really wearing off right now. Not gonna lie.
We need a dry scoop.
Yo,
Um,
yo. If you guys promise me to follow France podcast on Instagram and TikTok and subscribe on YouTube, I will dry scoop G Fuel right now.
He needs that dry scoop, boys.
You will dry scoop.
If Landon Potter comments,
you don't
New
have any
Spider-Man
water
movie
with
is
that
going-
dry scoop,
Gonna be the most
you gotta
popular.
die.
if
Movie.
Landon,
Yes, it will.
all right, I'm thinking of heads or tails in my head. If Landon Potter guesses if it's either heads or tails, I will dry scoop some G Fuel right now. It's up to you, Landon.
I don't know if he's in the chat anymore.
Yes, he just said the new Spider-Man movie is gonna be the most popular movie.
Oh.
Dude, the only thing the thing about every single Tom Holland movie,
And tails.
it is.
I didn't see it.
He said tails.
It's not. It doesn't pop up here. Until
Tails. He said it twice. Tails.
So-
tails.
The thing about.
Bro, it says
Yo.
speak.
Okay, so the thing about every single Tom Holland movie, and I saw this with
Yo, flip
a
coin.
TikTok on a TikTok. It said Homecoming was not about Spider-Man. It was about Iron Man. Like Iron Man was the most looked at character. Basically, it was saying in the
You're saying
TikTok.
Homecoming or Far From Home?
Homecoming.
Okay.
So it had Peter in the background, and then it had Iron Man like as it said like the main view, and it was like Iron Man, and then it said Far From Home, and then it had Nick Fury, the girl assistant of Nick Fury, and then Spider-Man in the background, and then it had Mysterio, and then for No Way Home it has Peter and Doctor Strange in the background, and then it has Doc Ock, it has Toby and Andrew Spider-Man, and it has all the other Sinister Six like as the main view. So like, which I thought was interesting was, why is Tom Holland really not getting like, he's Spider-Man. I get like the multiverse and all that, but like he's Spider-Man, so like he should be being looked at. So I'm gonna do Tom Holland a favor and only look at him during the movies. Whenever he's not in the scene, I'm just looking away because there's no
Alright,
point.
hold on. Let's get back to the real content right here.
Oh yeah, real content. All right, you better like gas this out of your mind because
Okay,
if you
yo.
think this is real content, you're gonna
By the
take
way,
the dry scoop and go like, oh my
Before we
god.
do this, do you want to go live privately and do our Star Wars rankings and then post it and then unprivate the video?
I feel bad if I just leave Landon hanging.
I know. I'm not saying
Just
that
do the
right now,
dry
I'm just-
scoop,
I'm
bro.
just saying-
Like,
No, I gotta flip a
All
coin.
right, all right. We'll do. I'll go. This is what I'm doing.
while they
Hold
flip
up to
the
camera
coin,
and I'm flipping it.
hold it.
Oh, wait. Or do you just want to ask Siri? Ask Siri. Or
It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Just take the dry scoop, bro. Give us content. I also. Oh, yeah, it is. It is. So while you're looking at this heads or tails thing,
If it's tails, I gotta do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, Landon is.
no, best 2 or 3. Best 2 or
Tight.
3. Best 2 or 3. Best 2 or 3.
What do you mean that's 2 out of 3?
Best 2 out of 3. That's how it
What?
always goes. And then if he doesn't get tails, then it's best
What?
of 7.
Oh.
No. Best of 7. Best of 7. Best of 7.
What?
It's yo, dude, it's rigged. You rigged it.
Oh, now it's going to.
Nah,
Dude.
that's definitely rigged.
No, it was
Restart the
heads,
app. Restart the app.
bro. It was heads 3 times.
Yeah. No, it was opposite day. It was opposite day. He was definitely saying he meant like don't choose tails.
Bro,
Like,
what?
he's going head.
No, bro. It was heads 3 times in a row.
All right. Honestly, I thought there was gonna be content, but it was just a waste of time. So here we go. You're not taking the dry scoop, so we're going on back to Shang-Chi, which is actually the title of this video. If you guys didn't know that. So let's talk more about these rings, because it was the Legend of the 10 Rings. Like Shang-Chi, pretty cool. Legend of the Ten Rings.
In the
Now,
comics,
That's
they're on his
crazy. They're
fingers.
actually on his fingers. Yeah, but now it's on the arms. Very
But in
interesting.
the fake Mandarin, when he's on the TV, when he thinks he's just playing an
Oh, he
actor
had
in
rings
real
on.
life,
That's
to
crazy.
totally collapse the U.S. government, they're actually on his fingers in the fake Mandarin in Iron Man 2.
And that's also crazy
3,
because
Iron Man 3.
the Ten Rings logo is actually behind Iron Man in the first Iron Man movie.
When he
which-
got captured,
exactly, and
by
he was
the
on video.
terrorists.
So this is kind of crazy how the MCU likes to bring.
connects all these things.
Yeah, it's just like a big jumbo jumbo.
Bless you.
But Ten Rings. Why is it when the dad was like throwing them around and fighting the sun with them, that it would come back to him? But it came to a certain spot where the 5 of the rings basically circled around Shang-Chi, and he got to use them. That I don't know what, like, if the rings.
Because he
the
used
rings
his
could-
mom's powers.
Good answer.
Word.
So then the fighting goes on, and he ends up getting the 10 rings, and he makes it into like this fireball type of thing. But then he realizes, like, yo, this is my dad, and his dad's standing there like defenseless with no rings, so he just throws him to the side. And that's when I don't know if the dad picks them back up, because that's when the giant thing comes out of the wall, and dad's like, yo, that's not my wife. So then he gets picked up by the monster with the tentacles, and basically they have an emotional moment where he's getting his soul sucked out of him, but he's like, here, my son, here, take the rings. So then the son takes the rings, and then fast forward to the spot where Katie watches the old man die, gets the inspiration to shoot a 3 football field's length arrow into the dragon's mouth. Well, not mouth, through the neck, which somehow stops the giant bad dragon from sucking the soul out of the good dragon. Like, dude, crazy movie. But then, does that Shang-Chi was kind of selfish in that moment. I get he left his sister once, but he doesn't want to do it again. But like, it's your sister
Wait,
in the
how is
universe,
that? How is that selfish?
dude. Just
Wouldn't that be
Bro, but
selfish?
yeah, it
Bro,
didn't work out in the end, bro. He had faith in himself that he was going to be able to do it.
bro.
That's what he did.
If Katie did not take that like, say she's too far to the right, too far to the left, movie was over. But it's a Marvel movie, so it
You
wouldn't
didn't know
happen.
that?
Yes, I do.
By the
It's
way,
a Marvel movie.
Because-
I think we got to wrap this up soon, but I want to say one last thing.
Says who?
I
Says
want-
who?
I just want to say one last thing, bro.
One last thing.
It's better
I'm
now.
not done
I
talking.
want to say one thing.
I'm not done talking.
They did a very good job of introducing a potential favorite Avenger of all time for the MCU. Very good job of introducing him.
You're
It could be
you're
no,
done talking.
no, not Wong. Shang-Chi. he Kyle muted.
You're a very funny guy. All right, you still didn't even dry scoop. What a wasted time that was.
Exactly.
Literally put heads or tails on the screen. You rigged it, so it wouldn't have been
How would
anything.
I rig it?
Dude, shut up. I'm talking about the actual title of this video. So, how did the all right? No, because he didn't want to leave his sister again. Which, dude. All right, just do something, bro.
I'm not
Just do
doing it. It's
something.
just
I'm
talk.
not doing it. It's talking.
You're a funny guy. You wasted time. Holy! If we're not getting at least 1 million views on this video, like,
Oh, you're gonna get one.
you're
million
getting
views.
bodied. Oh, okay. You better. Kyle better be clouded. This is his first debut on video, so if he doesn't get a lot of love, then I don't think the Star Wars video is coming out with him. I'm
Do
kidding.
you have a Star Wars?
Hey man, I'm just
I have
kizzy
some
capping.
notes.
I'm just kizzy capping. Anyway, it was mad cool. I don't know how the dragon actually got to the ground, but yeah, Shang-Chi, very nice, holding on to his sister, making sure she didn't die. I don't know why he didn't just hand over 5 of the rings like he took. Guess it doesn't work like that. Then Katie clutches up with the arrow, and Shang-Chi floats up in the air, sends down all 10 rings, and explodes the giant thing. Spoiler alert, if you didn't watch the movie, I know it came out like 2 days ago. Don't really care. Because you're watching our podcast, which is the #1 podcast in the world, by the way. Impulsive, you're not.
Impulsive trash.
We're actually...
I have one question about the movie.
yeah.
Is he still a valet driver? Valet parker?
I think.
Oh, I
he's
didn't even know that until today.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that he has a little bit more skills than regular valet drivers.
Does he still valet?
That's a very good...
I mean, honestly, I would like to whip cars.
Bro, but he's literally an Avenger now. By the way, wouldn't you think like
But
Avengers would
he
be like
wasn't-
paid bank? Like they're getting no money, bro. Like
he
Spider-Man is still broke, and he's literally saved the universe.
You just say that you lost one of your students. Like go up to Tony and be like, "Hey, Tony, I lost one of my
He's dead.
students."
Wait, hold on.
He's dead. Tony's dead, bro.
Bro, I meant like before he died, bro.
It's too late.
Well, he has a whole suit with a bunch of modes on it. Like,
No, but what I'm saying is be like, yo, or go up to like Happy. Be like, yo, Happy, like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I need my new
yo,
suit.
Happy's dead. No way, homie's dead.
What?
Oh, like you didn't see the part where he had like a laser pointer on him. Like,
Nah,
someone's
bro.
gonna die. Aunt May either dies, Happy either dies, or Ned dies. One of them
Alright,
dies.
so
Ned's
around-
skinny, bro. Ned's gonna be a bad guy, bro. You see the weight? You see he's Aki now. He's fit now, bro.
I think that's an
Ned.
old photo. I think he got big again.
Bro, but he's.
I think Marvel made him eat.
Bro, he's
What?
Back, he's back, bro. You see him in the trailer? He's good. He's good, bro.
I thought he looked the same.
Dude,
Sorry,
okay,
sorry, dude.
you, the podcast didn't hear my opinions on the new Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, I
Goated.
thought.
Goated.
Yeah, great you heard it. Right.
Goated.
I don't think your opinions really matter because you didn't dry scoop. So
He did that. I did it.
don't worry. I already got out what I needed to say before you.
Yeah.
muted
So,
me, you kinda,
anyways,
you
I
kinda
gave my
failed there.
rating. I gave it an 8.25 on just the out of 10 scale for movies.
8.72.
10 By the way, 10. By the way, no. 9.9 is The Godfather.
Yeah, exactly. Landon,
9
you probably
point-
just gave him faster. I didn't think of that.
9.9 is The Godfather, which is the greatest movie of all time, widely known. So 9.9 is The Godfather.
Sorry, I've never watched The
I
Godfather.
gave Shang-Chi,
I think I have it,
an 8.25. What's your score, Kyle or Steve?
8.82.
Holy cow, bro. Dude! Mine is actually 800,372 million. Like, bro, what are these like absolute like?
Well, the
8.4.
only reason why I get 8.25 is because I was between 8.2
No,
and 8.3.
I got that, but why is this man say like 7.82 or 8.82?
Bro, 8.25.
All right, thank you. Like
8.25. Thanks, man.
8.25. You get
8.2.
rounded up. 8.9.
So what's your score?
Dude, I don't know.
8 point,
This is the first time
8.8, you said?
What?
8.8.
I give it 8.8.
Okay, what's yours?
I give it a 8.9. The movie was good. I
Okay.
thought it was gonna be horrible,
We're in the same vicinity.
so I thought it was a pretty good movie.
Time out. Time in.
It's actually recording on Anchor. It's a very rare occasion. I'm kidding.
Yo, how many times are you gonna like hit your shin on the table?
My shin? Or was that him?
Bro, it's you. I said
That was you. You used
Wait,
it like 4 times.
Where's
Well,
my
here.
Are you talking about this? You're talking about moving this?
Yes, bro.
That's not my shin. That's just me moving the mic because I'm putting it close to my mouth and then away.
All right, I think we've covered everything we need to cover. Oh, by the way, Lil Uzi, bro, his rock is gone off his forehead, bro. He's
Dude,
no longer
somebody
vision.
finessed his rock.
Bro, he was on a concert, he got like piled up on, and like someone literally ripped it off, but he got it back. Like,
He got
has
it back?
He has it still. They said he didn't lose it. They said.
He didn't lose it. Somebody just voluntarily gave him back a $24 million.
I don't know. It said in the thing that I was looking at, on like a World Star or like something like that, that he didn't lose it,
World star.
but just not attached to his forehead.
Bro, like,
anymore.
what do you expect to happen? Like, you literally have a rock on your head that's worth more than my whole
It's like an 11 carat
existence.
freaking Galaxy Opal diamond
Galaxy Opal.
infused with diamond. I don't
Galaxy
know.
Opal?
It's
Troy
insane.
Dunn?
But anyways, thanks for watching and listening. Make sure to follow us on TikTok and Instagram, both
Apparently
at
the
Friends
girl-
Podcast.
What's up with the sister in the Fight Club? Is that bad or good? You said it was good because like there's girls and boys training, but like I don't know. I feel like it'd be cooler to see him fight his sister in her whole Fight Club for the second end credit scene
Why would he want the Fight Club?
Why would he
though?
want why would he want to fight
No,
his own
I-
sister?
because the sister kind of whooped him in the circle before.
Oh, he didn't want to fight his
Who
sister.
cares? I just
He
want to
didn't
see him
fight
whoop
her.
up on his sister, right?
He didn't.
All right. Anyways, make sure to thank you for watching. Make sure to follow us on TikTok and Instagram, both at Friends Podcast. Kyle, thank you for coming on. Appreciate it, sharing
Thank you
your
for
thoughts.
having me, guys.
No problem. Chase,
What?
your turn.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me get the intro ready. No, I'm kidding. Make sure to favorite and download our podcast on Anchor, Breaker, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. I'm waiting for the day we're actually hitting Apple Podcasts, not Apple Music. I usually say Apple.
Yeah,
Music,
good job. I'm very proud of you for that.
But honestly,
yeah, dude, wait, dude, like really, like that's
give me
a really
applause.
good
Give me
job.
applause.
Let's see him again. I mean, it's just
Kyle
like
didn't end up
crazy.
dry scooping. Can we get a crickets for Kyle not dry scooping, or like a boo?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Dude, we're putting that on there. We're putting that on there. Kyle's what a guy. And I don't know why we. You know what? I guess I'll say that for another podcast. 'Cause we're about to talk about the Star Wars thing. So, and we basically already ended it. So, you know what? France music, yeah, Landon. Landon is low-key a G. Landon, walk down here right now. Give your Star Wars opinions. That'd actually be lit. But, yeah, you want to hit the the outro music. I think it's getting. This podcast was
Getting
interesting.
about that time.
It's getting about that time. Our
This
podcasts
podcast.
have been so long lately, guys. We're really sorry. We just get really carried away. Thanks for watching.